to talk about another one of my vintage sewing machines. This is a Singer 327K, produced in Great Britain. It's Singer's economy line, so it doesn't have a whole lot to it. It's sort of kind of basic, but it does have a built-in zigzag, which is really nice. So this machine will do a straight stitch, and then if you adjust this up here, which is your stitch width regulator, you can actually get zigzags on that. There is a zigzag cam on the inside, which is not meant to be removable. On the 328 model, there's a door built into this, and then you can also remove the cams and have other stitches. But this one's just your basic zigzag. Over here we do have our stitch length regulator from 6 to 20 on one side, and you have 4 to 1 on the other side. Bringing it all the way up will give you your reverse, and then right back down. And you also have the ability to lock in your stitch. So say you want to do an 8, this twists all the way when it locks in. Now you have your 8, so when you go to reverse and bring it back down, it'll stop right there at that 8, so you're not changing your stitch length, which is sort of nifty. This is still their mostly metal design. Now when we start getting here into these years, they started to put a little bit of plastic in here. The top of this is plastic, obviously, and these little turquoise parts, just these two parts of the tension regulating system here, are plastic. All the internal workings are all metal still, tension discs are metal, everything else is metal. Everything on the inside is pretty much metal, the gears are still metal, all of that. This is basically just the top and then these little plastic turquoise coverings right there. They were still doing mostly metal up until this point and a little bit after, which I really I like. I believe this is a direct drive. And here is the, oops, I got it plugged in here, the foot pedal. I'm going to go ahead and show you the bobbin winder. Nothing fancy, again, economy model. So how the bobbin winder works on here is you have an option of putting your spool up here and threading it down through the bottom of the machine and then back up to your bobbin winder. On some of the later versions of the 327, such as this, there's an additional hole here where you can put a spool of thread and go right through here and directly up into your bobbin. So that's kind of nice if you want to do that. And how this works is you're going to turn your stop motion clutch knob here towards you about a quarter turn, and it's going to disengage the drive so that you can go ahead and put your bobbin on here. And there's a little wire on here which puts pressure on the bobbin, so when you put it on, it holds it in. Push this down by hand. This little bobbin wheel will go right up against the hand wheel here, and when you run the motor, it will turn the bobbin. And when you see that you've had enough thread on your bobbin, you lift it up and you're done. This one does not automatically disengage. Put it back up. You're going to retighten the stop motion knob in the back, and you're ready to begin sewing again. So pretty basic, nothing really fancy or complicated to that. Anything else I need to say about it? Not really. It's pretty basic other than that. You can turn the light on and off, and again in some of the later production years of this particular machine. Up on top you do have your presser foot regulator, so all the standard pieces are here. Does a great job. I love running this machine. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it stitches. So here I have some stitches that I've been doing. These are some zigzags and some straight stitching. And the table's going to shake when I stitch, but I'll show you anyway. Let's try a number 3 zigzag. Okay, I'm going to change it to a number 2. And then a number 1. Now I haven't changed the stitch length at all, just the width here. And let's see what we've got. See here it gets wider. Oh, I need to adjust the tension there. You can see the yellow coming through at the top. And then it gets a little smaller all the way down to here. And that right there where you can see the yellow thread showing just means I need to adjust my tension assembly knob a little bit. Look over here. Do a straight stitch and see what we're looking at. Oops, didn't have it pushed all the way over. It was like a 0.5. So you can see here the straight stitch. It's a nice stitch. Very nice stitch. Let's drop it all the way to a 6 so we can see the largest stitch. See there? See if I can get this into focus. And there you have it, the Singer 327 zigzag and straight stitching.